Hello everyone and welcome to Soul Show. Today we are talking about everybody's favorite sing-song love drug boy, The Weeknd. And for those who follow this channel know I do a series of music reviews where I look at every album an artist has put out. And I did that for The Weeknd. And in that time frame, I had to listen to a lot of this guy. That's not to say I didn't enjoy it. I love the majority of his music. But that being said, I listened to a lot of this guy, and I started to see a couple of patterns in the songs that he was being featured on. I had first saw this on Take Care, which was, one of The Weeknd's big breakout, successes into the mainstream. And on that project, if you are familiar with the history, The Weeknd basically gave Drake, at least 2+ songs. Basically just, here, take it. You can just do what you want with the rest of the song. And so that led to The Weeknd being on the song longer than Drake actually was. I'm talking about Crew Love. And then I started to notice hey, The Weeknd not only being featured throughout half of that song, if not more, he's featured on a lot of other tracks where he is dominating the majority of the song. On Crew Love, The Weeknd is doing the opening, he's doing the hook, and you don't really hear Drake till about 2 minutes in. And if you are an artist, why not be the majority of the feature? If you're about to be performing on this big album, then why shouldn't you use that amount of time to get as much exposure as you can? That way when other audiences are listening to this album, they're not only introduced to you, they are familiarized with you. And this happened again on the album ONIFC by Wiz Khalifa, where The Weeknd has another track where he is the opening, the hook, and he is in the song a lot more than Wiz Khalifa is. You see, might have to take the movement through it. Oh, anyway. Okay, misogyny over with, anyway. And this trend continues. On Juicy J's track, One More Night, The Weeknd is featuring, and we don't see Juicy J in his own song for about 1 minute and 45 seconds. I don't actually know when Juicy J comes on, so I'm just fact checking it real quick. 1 minute and 45 seconds. He's kinda in the background. Give him a minute. If you count his one verse, he's 2 minutes in the song. Another example, Belly's Might Not. The Weeknd is dominating the entire track for about 2 minutes. Might not make it. So in that track, basically The Weeknd is just bragging about almost dying. That's the most swagger thing you could do, is almost kill yourself. Who can relate? Woo! Example number whatever we're on. Nav, he basically got The Weeknd feature push, and The Weeknd, as you can guess, is dominating the track for about 2 minutes. Do you see the trend yet? French Montana's Gifted. The Weeknd dominated the track for about 2 minutes or so. Lil Wayne's I'm Good. Oh, that's the one where The Weeknd literally is the entire track. The Lil Wayne he's here, open up my fucking mixtape for me. Do it. The Weeknd was sure, I'll fucking do it. I'm good. I'm good. Rick Ross's In Vain. The Weeknd is dominating the track until about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Meek Mill's Pulling Up. He's dominating until about the 2 minute mark. Lil Uzi Vert's Unfazed. The Weeknd is dominating until about the 2 minute mark. You know what's a lazy hook? Just saying the same word, just in different ways. I'm unfazed.
I'm unfazed.
I'm unfazed.
Not even phase spelled correctly. It's got a Z in it. It's not spelled right at all. And I remember, when I wrote this, there's been a couple examples since I wrote this. Gucci Mane just had a track called The Curve with The Weeknd, and it's the same motherfucking format. Now, I'm not saying I know for a fact that The Weeknd is just throwing his music out to people and he's here, put this on your album, just take the rest of the song, just put a verse on it. But I am saying this is not entirely implausible. And there are plenty of examples that completely break my theory. He has a track with Travis Scott, he has that one track with Future, both of which he's completely sharing 50-50, the amount of exposure and time. And there are examples that like he's just doing a completely normal feature like any other artist, like on Kanye West's Life of Pablo, his track on there, FML, completely normal feature. Beyonce's 6 Inch, completely normal feature. Ariana Grande's Love You Harder, just as normal of a feature as you can get. He shows up for a little bit and then he's gone. I just found this fascinating where you start to pick up on artists when you listen to them for a while, their little ticks and their little like production notes of how they want music done. Whether it's like Pharrell wants to start every beat with like this 4-chord thing, whether Eminem wants to rap in the third person, or The Weeknd wants to throw his features out, like even though they're pretty much his own songs and the actual artist is the feature artist, and not vice versa. It's interesting. And maybe for any musicians out there, maybe if you're trying to get some exposure, maybe you can think now, hey, The Weeknd had a little bit of success in just giving people his music and letting them feature on it. Maybe that's something you could do. Maybe there's a trick to that. And there are more examples of The Weeknd, you know, featuring in this theory or in ways that break this theory. If you guys have any of them down below, like, and want to talk about it, let me know. Or if you just want to talk about whatever the fuck else down there, you are free to do so. With all that being said, as always, thank you so much for watching, and with that, I leave you. And if you would like to check out my other Weeknd videos, I'm sure they're gonna pop up in a minute here. Yeah!